This week in Geek History.
Hey guys, Sarah here with that hashtag show, bringing you This Week in Geek History. Over the past couple weeks, we've had some really cool DC crossovers. On the film side, we had Batman vs. Superman, which not only gave us Batman and Superman, we had Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and The Flash. But then on the TV side of things, we had even a network crossover with Supergirl and The Flash. How cool is that? I'm pretty sure this never happened before with like CBS and the CW coming together. Good on ya. But we're not going to talk about any of those things. We're actually going to delve back into the past a little bit and talk about some of the more popular DC comic crossovers. First up, we're going to talk about Crisis on Infinite Earths. Yes, multiple Earths. So this is a comic series that came out between 1985 and 1986, and it had 12 issues. And it basically covered almost every major player in the DC universe. But what this did was, at this point, DC hadn't started rebooting their universes all the time. So if you were a kid in 1985 picking up a Superman comic, you had like 50-ish years of history. What are you reading? You don't even know. Did comic shops have all those collections? I don't know. I wasn't reading things in 85. Anyway, they decided to pull everybody together, reboot their universe, and streamline everything. And that's where that whole thing started with them, because they love to do that constantly. So if you want a little bit of a DC history, go to your local comic shop and see if you can pick up a copy of that. In 1994, DC came out with a 5-issue series called 0 Hour: Crisis in Time. And it followed Hal Jordan, otherwise known as the Green Lantern. But at that moment in time, he was possessed by Parallax, or thought he was Parallax. He was calling himself Parallax. And some good things didn't happen. His entire hometown was destroyed. He's possessed by this dude. And he went a little crazy. And he decided, hey, if I can keep all these bad things from happening, I won't go crazy and everything will be great. I'm just gonna reset the universe. No one's gonna care. It's just gonna happen. It's gonna be great. Of course, that can't happen. So Firestorm decided this can't happen. So he got all those major players together to stop Hal Jordan from creating this new universe and making everything reset again. However, they failed. Well, they didn't completely fail. They failed in the fact that Hal still reset the universe, but they won because they didn't let him create the perfect universe that he was hoping to make. After the newish, youngish hero damage started this whole new Big Bang, all the heroes started trying to rebuild the world again how they remembered it. And DC, capitalizing on the leverage of the name of the 0 Hour, started all these new issues as number 0. So smart. Let's talk about Flashpoint. Now this series is insane, and there's a lot, and I'm gonna try and narrow this down for you. So Barry Allen wakes up and nothing is like he remembers. And it turns out that Reverse Flash has created a new timeline in which the Justice League doesn't exist. Wonder Woman and all her Amazons are fighting with Aquaman and all his Atlanteans. It's basically causing world chaos and destruction. Batman isn't Bruce Wayne. He's actually Thomas Wayne, because Bruce died in the alley instead of him. And that made his mom go insane, so now the mother is the Joker. What now? Yeah. All of this happened in order to create the new timeline of the New 52 that we all know and love today. And this all happened in 2011, so it's actually really recent. It started with 12 core issues, so if you're not familiar with this, or if you're new to comics and you want to check it out and get some really recent history, and it's a really fun read, go get it. Lastly, I'm going to talk about Forever Evil. Now, this one's actually really interesting, and it's another recent one as well. It came out in 2013, ran until 2014. It only had a few issues, but it was super interesting. So we had the crime syndicate from Earth 3 crossing over into our universe. They capture our good Justice League inside of Firestorm, that guy I talked about a few comics back. And having these bad guys trap all our good guys actually made our bad guys have to be good guys. So we have Lex Luthor, we've got the Rogues, we've got Bizarro actually having to come to the rescue and save the day. If you liked the video game Injustice: Gods Among Us and you liked having that evil Justice League that you got to play with in there, then this is definitely the comic for you. Thanks so much for watching. This was This Week in Geek History. And again, I'm Sarah, and make sure you are subscribed to our channel so you can keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture.